a royal engagement, a Christmas carol, and how a 4-day work week could be hazardous to your health. All this and more today on Afternoon Delight. I'm Noelle.
I'm Madeline.
I'm Aaron.
So, how was your Thanksgiving?
Mine was good. I definitely needed a little bit of a break from school just to recharge and get through these last final weeks of the semester.
Definitely.
Yep.
Did anybody get any good eats over Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, for sure. Mashed potatoes are my favorite
I love
Thanksgiving
the stuffing,
food.
Yeah, I was in Chicago for the day, so I came back during Thanksgiving, so I ate McDonald's, which wasn't that great, but still fun.
Still food.
Still
Yeah.
food.
That's really what Thanksgiving is about.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're really here to talk about is celebrities.
Great, so let's just jump in with our first story. After a year and a half of dating, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are engaged, turning the actress into a royal. Markle said yes after Prince Harry proposed with a ring incorporated with 2 diamonds from his late mother's collection earlier this month. So, royal wedding again.
Royal wedding. People are like, oh.
I know. I woke up, I think it was when the royal wedding was with Prince William and Kate. I think I woke up at 3 a.m. to watch it. This was a huge deal.
Really?
I think it was, I think I was in 8th grade at the
Yeah,
time.
it was a
but
while ago that they got married.
That was a huge deal. So now I can only imagine that this
I
one's
think it
going
was
to be
2010,
bigger.
wasn't it? 2010 or 11.
That sounds about
Yeah,
right.
that could be. I don't know.
No, I agree. That was just, I remember the biggest deal, and I remember everyone woke up and it was broadcasted on every station, but I can only imagine that this one is going to be bigger.
Yeah.
And Meghan Markle, she's an American actress, so this is something that's kind
Yes.
of new too. She was on the show Suits, which ran for, I want to say, or is it still running? It's 7 seasons, I believe it is.
I think it might still be. I'm not 100% sure about that, but.
I never got into that show too
Me
much. I
either.
watched a little bit of it, but it's not something that I was really interested in. And then he incorporated with diamonds from his mom's collection,
so-
which Princess Diana, she was also, I remember that the country was devastated when she passed away in a car accident.
That was only like when I was 1 year old or something.
Right,
I'm
it
Yeah.
too
was,
young
it
to
was-
remember, but
it was in the late 90s, right?
1997, I
Yep.
believe.
Yeah, so Meghan Markle has said that she's gonna like take a break from acting to for her duties as like a royal with Prince Harry. So that's
Right.
like an interesting transition that you have to go through to be like all regal and royally.
Right, and Prince Harry dated I didn't really recognize her name when I heard it. I know he's dated quite a few women before.
Yeah,
her.
he's has a reputation.
Okay, right.
Oh,
I
really?
remember seeing all the stories growing up
Yeah.
about him with all these different women, but I'm glad that he's finally found happiness, and I'm really excited to watch this wedding on
Yeah.
Wasn't
TV.
there back in the day, wasn't there talk about him and then Kate Middleton's, Pippa Middleton, I think her name
Pippa.
was? Pippa, there we go.
Yes, that was a huge
I think
controversy.
I remember.
Yeah, and then didn't she just recently get married?
I'm not
Or am
sure.
I making that up?
But I remember during the royal wedding, people were making these huge comments that Pippa stole the show on Kate's wedding day.
I remember that. Wasn't it because what she was wearing?
Was she wearing
White. Was she wearing a very, yeah, okay.
Yes, she was wearing white. So I think that was a huge controversy as well. But
Yeah.
You know, Perry, did any of you ever see that one reality television show that aired a few years ago of this one guy who looked exactly like Prince Harry? And then there was a bunch of...
Yes.
I saw a couple episodes with my brother once,
Yes.
and it was just all these girls thought they were gonna
Yeah.
get to marry.
They
Who Wants to Marry Harry? I think that's what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny.
Reality TV.
Reality TV.
I haven't seen it, so it's news to me. But sounds exciting.
I don't think it's on anymore.
It's on.
I think it probably got canceled right
Yeah,
away. As
probably.
with most reality
Not
television shows.
successful.
Probably. Have
It's
you heard or what date they're setting this for, the wedding? Have you heard? Or is it
No.
not
I have
been
not heard
announced?
yet.
I think they
it's been announced somewhere. I remember seeing an article they already picked their venue and their date and blah blah blah. But
Well, hey, good for
Didn't
them.
read it,
Excited
so.
to see this wedding.
yeah, it'll be super extra, super fun.
Moving on, after years of being apart, Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez have rekindled their romance. This comes after Selena's recent split from The Weeknd and a kidney transplant. People announced their 2017...
No.
Oh, no. No. So what do you guys think about the whole Justin, Jelena, whatever they called themselves?
Well, let me just say, back in the day, 2010, huge believer. I had
Believers,
the posters, I had the CDs, I had everything. I think Justin Bieber became pretty popular in, I want to say, 2009. 2011, 2012 is when he started dating
Yeah.
Selena Gomez. And that, remember, was a huge story as well because on Ellen, she had said
Yeah.
that she always looked at him as her
her
little
brother.
brother. And then they ended up
Ooh.
dating. And then they were off and on for quite a while. Justin Bieber has been seen with all of these women, and then Selena Gomez was with The Weeknd,
Yep.
who you had told me that now he's back with his ex as well, Bella
Yeah.
Hadid. So now it just really comes all full circle.
Yeah, so they both just like went back. I think Justin Bieber just needed some growing up to do.
Yeah, he went through a rough patch.
Yeah, he had to get involved in some shenanigans before he could
Shenanigans.
Well, right, he was
grow up.
He was arrested
Yeah.
for a while.
Oh, I
He,
wish
like,
we still
tried-
had the picture.
He tried to smuggle a monkey
Wait, what?
in. Did no one hear? He
I wouldn't,
tried
I
to have
wouldn't
a
be
pet.
surprised, but I
He
never
like
heard
tried to have a pet monkey,
Yeah.
and then they like, I don't know if they like wouldn't let it on the plane or if he like got it back and then they like confiscated his monkey or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
But-
I think he tried to assault some paparazzi.
Oh yeah,
That's
he
right.
like I think he didn't he like punch?
I think he punched
A guy?
someone. I don't know. Whatever.
I just-
but
I just
Yeah.
remember signing, like in high school, I signed the petition to have him deported from the United
Oh,
States.
yeah, that was a
like when
big
he got like
thing.
held in customs coming back from Japan or something.
that was never going
That's
to
so
happen, though.
I don't like Justin Bieber, so yeah.
I mean, I feel like you
I
can't.
like Selena Gomez, but maybe not.
I feel
Justin
like you
Bieber.
can't accurately judge someone though, just because we see what the media puts
I guess that's
out.
true.
But no, I think Justin Bieber has kind of cleaned up his act. I think that he's
Mm-hmm.
been a little bit reclusive in the past couple years, and I think maybe he's headed down the right path now. And I
Yeah.
think Selena Gomez went through her fair share. I think she's
Yeah.
always been pretty mature, and she's handled fame really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then she had that kidney transplant. The Weeknd took time off from his tour to come see her and stay with her during that. And then right after they broke up.
Yeah, which is weird that
But I've heard it's an amicable split. Like I heard that
yeah.
it's okay.
I mean, they're both like going back to exes and neither of them seem really like bent out of shape about it, so
Right. But Selena
There's no
and
bad
Justin
blood.
have not confirmed
right.
anything. It's
It's like all speculation.
It is all over TMZ.
Well, wasn't there like a picture of them kissing at an award show or something?
I think it was at
it
a
was-
hockey game.
Yeah.
Hockey game?
One of his like dad league hockey games,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, they were like out in public together, so it must mean they're dating.
Yeah, they were riding bikes. They went
Yeah.
to church together. She went to his
Well, if
hockey
they went
game.
to church together, that's
That's
just,
settled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, look at their past. They've been on and off for so long that maybe this is just another quick get together and
Who
they'll be
knows,
on their own
yeah.
merry ways again. We don't
Yeah,
really
who
know.
knows?
Or we'll have a Jelena baby. That will be the next big media sensation.
Well, and he's caused so many problems for her. I mean, Taylor Swift does not like Justin Bieber. That's one of her best friends
Well,
that ruined her relationship
I don't
with
think Taylor
Bella
Swift really
Hadid.
likes anyone, though.
She likes her squad.
Yeah, she
her
has her
squad.
squad, which is like Cara Delevingne and Carly Kloss and them. But,
Yeah.
but honestly, though, and you know, Selena Gomez was good friends with Bella Hadid, and she ruined that relationship with The Weeknd and the Jenner sisters as well. They were really good friends.
Oh yeah. Well, freaking Kardashians are all over the place with
Yeah,
people.
that's another story.
All right, so earlier this month, People announced their 2017 Sexiest Man Alive is Blake Shelton, and the world is very confused. Along with Blake himself, the internet has had a field day with this, sparing no expense at making fun of the decision. So Blake Shelton, Sexiest Man Alive, many people confused. He himself was also confused. I'm pretty sure his girlfriend, Gwen Stefani, had to like convince him to do it because he was like, me? Really? She was like, yeah, like go for it. And everyone's like, hey. Very funny tweets.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just me. I don't care. Who cares? I don't know
Yeah.
why people are freaking out who's the sexiest man alive. Why does it matter? Do these things matter? No, they don't. It'll blow over. It's a magazine
Yeah.
cover.
I think it's just a lot of fun for people. Like, I don't know how seriously people are actually taking it, but it's just like a lot of fun to make fun of. And like all the tweets and like memes and stuff that people are making from it are really funny.
Can you imagine though being named that and then people are like, "What are you even thinking?" How
I
do you
know.
think he feels
No, I think he's
seeing
like,
these tweets?
He's making fun of himself like with everyone though. I think he like
But that's at least what he's portraying.
Well, okay, I think he's in on the joke. Last year, it was like, or a couple years ago, it was Adam Levine, and they have like a fun rivalry. So I think he's like having fun being like, haha, Adam Levine, I did it.
What do you think? Do you care about Sexiest Man
I
Alive?
really, frankly, I could not care less about who's named the sexiest man alive.
See, we're in the same boat then.
Unless
Because
it's me.
this controversy is
Just kidding.
Too to me.
Yeah, I just think it's funny. It's a good thing. It's like a fun thing to make fun of, especially like in light of all this drama the world has had recently.
Right.
Yep.
No, I agree. I think, and there's been some even Sexiest Men Alive that have been chosen multiple times too as well. Right?
I think like George Clooney has
Johnny Depp, something like
Johnny
that.
Johnny Depp was twice. It's been, which those make more sense to me. But all right. Well, before we talk about some campus news, let's take a look at those perfect pets.
Hi, I'm Copper. I'm a down-to-earth 7-year-old coonhound. I'm a sucker for a relaxing walk in the outdoors, but I'd also love just hanging out with my parents at home.
Yippee! We're Hannah and Emily, two 12-week lab mixes ready for a playful home.
My sister and I are full of energy. We're both troublemakers and love making mischief.
Hi, I'm Nazca. I'm a pensive 4-month-old kitty that can be nervous at first, but really just a curious little kitten.
Oh, hey there! This is Mama Kitty here, and I'm just a friendly feline, and I'm looking for a forever home.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Am I saying that? Once again, that number is 781-4014.
All right. So UWL is putting on the timeless holiday classic, A Christmas Carol, opening this December 1st and 2nd at 7:30 p.m. And tickets are $6 for students, and they can be purchased online.
Have you guys seen The Christmas Carol?
I have.
I have.
I've never
actually.
seen it.
Have you seen like the movie? Or?
No.
You've
I
never
know.
seen
Who
Do you know
am
the
I?
plot, at least?
It's like
Kind of.
Scrooge?
That's
What do you know?
Scrooge.
Tell me what you know.
There's the past and the present. And is there a future?
Yes, there
Yes.
is.
Okay, that's about all I know.
Okay.
And he's like in a nightgown and a hat.
It's Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah.
And basically, he's
That's like
this
all I know.
stiff old man tightwad. And he's just really selfish and mean.
Basically, yeah.
An
he's
old
kinda
man
just-
Grinch or like.
Basically, yeah.
Pretty much.
Just grumpy old rich man.
I
Yeah.
think I saw a play maybe in like 6th grade about it. I have not.
Okay.
It's not really my favorite Christmas story. It's a little
Yeah.
bit sad and depressing and dark
I guess,
for me.
but like it's also kind of like
A lesson.
lesson somewhat relatable to life. Like, oh, here's in your happy childhood. Here's where you're at now, and then here's where you're gonna be unless you like fix your life.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. I feel like every Christmas story or every Christmas movie has some sort of lesson in it about giving and
It has
being
like a happy
selfless.
ending though. Like he learns his lesson,
What
and then
Christmas movie doesn't
Doesn't
have
he
I
do
know.
something for the kid?
yeah, he like goes back to the present, and then he like something about like outside the window waving at like a kid asking him what day it is, and then being like merry and jolly.
See, wasn't there a
I
little
think that's what it
boy
is.
in it?
Oh, Tiny Tim, I
Tiny
think.
Tim?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he gives.
Does he give him
I
something?
think he gives him money for a new leg or something.
I think you're right.
A new
I don't know. I haven't
leg?
seen this,
Yeah,
this
he,
movie or show
he
for a long
has
time.
he has a crutch or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, and
So he doesn't have a
we're
leg.
just giving away all the spoilers for the people who want to go see the show, but
I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like the Chris like
well,
kind
it's
of
like
well-known,
it's
yeah.
kind of
It's
like
a classic, but-
yeah, like who hasn't seen it?
Yeah.
All right, me.
you're good.
But
Well,
yeah,
I agree,
it
but-
should be good. That's a very heartwarming thing to go see. I think any kind of Christmas themed anything.
Personally, I just like
It's
anything
fun.
that's like Christmassy. Like if I don't know, sometimes I listen to Christmas music in like the middle of August. I don't think it has
Oh,
to be
yeah.
necessarily just the
Christmas
one
is a
month
state of
before
mind.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yes, it is for sure.
Just happy, uplifting, cheerful music. Like
Right, I agree. But on to our next topic. The senior exhibition in the art gallery is opening this Friday, and the theme is Something Spectacular and will run through December 13th to, December 13th.
Yep.
There we go. Senior exhibition in the art gallery. Has anybody been to anything like that?
I haven't been to the senior exhibition, but in like my art appreciation class, we went to see like faculty exhibition of different paintings and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Lots of different, go ahead.
I say it's cool that they like have a chance to like show off their work that they do, that they work like so hard on. So that's like a cool opportunity for the students to get, and it's free and like the public can come, so.
Right, and I like the theme, Something Spectacular. That's, and that's something that it's not just, okay, do something about this topic. It's something that is very unique to the individual who creates the artwork or the photography.
Yeah.
And I always think seeing something through someone else's point of view is something that is pretty unique and
'cause
interesting.
the word spectacular can be like
interpreted
so many different ways, so like.
Yeah, and I always appreciate it. I'm not the most artistic person when it comes to drawing and painting, but I appreciate those who are. Go them.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so finally, 2 UWL students began undergraduate research with a sensory experiment about overlapping senses, a condition called synesthesia affecting only about 1% of the population. So based on the article, it said like, so this like condition is like where your like senses overlap. So like you could like hear a sound and like taste something. So like a sound will like overlap with the taste of something.
That sounds really cool, actually. I wish I had that.
Yeah, and it's like they like figured, or their research is like on this like experiment to like test, to like see if you have it in like looking at the ways the different senses could overlap. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I guess we'll move on. So moving on to some current issues. Do video games lead to violence? The American Psychological Association takes a firm stance against children playing violent video games, as their research has found a link between violent video games and increases in aggressive behavior. Many people... No, that's it. Yep. What do you guys think about that then? Do you think there's a correlation?
Were you an avid video game player?
Yeah, do you play? I don't really play video games.
I never really had like all the cool systems that everyone else did growing up. I played some violent video games like Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty, and I don't know, it's kind of interesting. Right now in a class of mine, we're doing a research study on not video games, but like the effect of violence in like children's cartoons. So it's kind of similar, like how they're trying to see like if the effects of violence would actually impact the behaviors of kids. So I'd say maybe it probably, if you're playing Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto, you're not going to go out and start like, as a 12-year-old, start like beating people up. Hopefully not, but.
But I mean, you never really know what also triggers other people.
That's
you
true.
Can't really speak for that, and maybe at a developmental age, that is something that, could set something off.
All I know about violent video games is that I watch my brother play them, and it enrages him. Like, he gets so mad, yells at the screen, yells at people to die and to, kill themselves, and that their mother hates them. And I know he's not the only one who gets, angry about video games. So I think there's, a fine line between, yelling at your TV and then actually, taking the aggression out of the video game, because I think it does happen sometimes, but it depends on the scale.
Well, plus you're talking to other people while you're playing these. You can be connected. I don't really play video games. Never really my thing. But
I play Sing It.
You talk to people through Xbox Live or whenever that was a thing. I don't know if it still is, but you could be talking with somebody else, and if you're saying it to somebody you don't know, somehow in everyday life could be saying it to someone that you do know.
Yeah, I know that was controversial back for younger kids playing those kind of games. Parents would complain that, they have even if the game's only rated what am I trying to say, E10, the microphone, they could be like talking to like strangers or like, I'm like, well, yeah, obviously you're talking to strangers, but like there could be more issues with that too. I don't know. That used to be a big thing back in like the early 2000s.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people are like especially like concerned about this because of all like the gun violence and stuff we've had.
Yeah.
So they're like maybe trying to find a reason for it besides just the fact that like people like it makes people feel better to like have a like this is why this is happening and like
Right,
that
and
makes people feel better.
And that does
so.
a lot of that responsibility does lie on the parents because they are possibly giving their children these video games. But something I've never personally experienced, but I definitely think it's something that's really interesting. But on to our next topic. Many people love the idea of having a 4-day work week, resulting in an extended weekend. However, could this be hazardous to your well-being? A recent study found since the same amount of work must be done in 4 days rather than 5, it results in up to 12-hour days versus 8, putting people at risk to develop chronic illnesses over time. Wow, that's a lot of information.
Yeah.
What do we think about that?
Well, I'm not sure if it really, like, it seems so hard to believe that, like, that would really have such an effect on you, on your health, especially since,
Maybe over
like,
time
even though
though,
you're
yeah.
working that much, you have extra time to, like, relax. But, like, on one hand, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But on the other hand, like, 4-day work week, hey. But, like, I feel like there's pros and cons.
I think so too. I mean,
Obviously.
even being in school, I love not having Friday classes. I've made my schedule almost every semester not having Friday classes, and I think it's the best thing I could have done for myself. But then again, that puts extra stress on other days, and you have longer days as a result. So like I said, pros and cons, probably a personal preference thing.
Yeah.
But I doubt that any kind of work environment will switch to 4 days.
It actually, I think they started doing it in like Europe somewhere, and I think somewhere in like Ohio, like did a test like run of it to see like how it would affect their workers, and like the short-term effects like showed that it like made them more productive and stuff, but then like the long-term effects are what is like what people are concerned about.
No, I agree.
I'd agree with that too. Like, I don't know, like some people say that we have the resources and technology to have like a 20-hour work week, but I don't really know if that would ever happen. Like, I mean, like obviously that sounds really nice and idealistic, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I think like to a certain extent, like technology just can't make up for like human productivity, and because there's always error and stuff. So
I agree. I agree. But now we're going to take a quick break to look at the UWL Comm Club.
hello. So with the holiday season arriving, there are many holiday traditions people take part in. Some popular ones are cookie decorating, volunteering, picking out Christmas trees, and using advent calendars to count down to Christmas. So what kinds of things do you guys do for holidays, traditions, with your family, friends?
Pretty much what we just mentioned. We just
Yeah.
actually put up our tree this past weekend over break, and then I don't know. When I was a kid, I used to love getting the little chocolate advent calendars that each day you could get another chocolate.
I still get those.
Really?
Where did you get them?
I felt
My
the chocolate
grandma?
was really gross.
Maybe. I don't know, Trader Joe's used to have
It's not
them.
about the flavor, it's
Yeah.
about the experience.
But does the bad chocolate make the experience bad?
No. Never.
Okay. Can't relate, I guess. But no.
Nothing about Christmas is bad.
No, I remember those vaguely, but I feel like just decorating the tree, I haven't done any of that yet. I'm not in the holiday spirit yet. I feel like we just got over Thanksgiving. I feel like it's rude to Thanksgiving to celebrate Christmas before Thanksgiving.
Never.
I think it makes Thanksgiving feel bad, so.
Well, I don't care.
I think it gets easier once like it starts snowing, but then at the same
Yeah.
time, that's really the only time of the winter that I actually like. Snow is up until like Christmas and New Year's, and then it can go bye-bye.
See, I only like snow like on Christmas Eve.
Really?
Because I don't like driving in the snow.
Oh, I guess that's
I
fair,
agree.
yeah.
I think I think we should have snow like Christmas, New Year's, end. That's all I need. Build a snowman, have a
Go back
white
to being-
Christmas.
Go back to being summer.
Yeah, well, maybe not summer.
Maybe not summer.
But
Spring,
yeah.
nice.
yeah, my cousin was giving
Weather.
me grief. I was like, yeah, I started listening to Christmas music like Halloween, and she was like, ugh, Thanksgiving, blah, blah, blah. But I've found an excuse. My name means Christmas. So for me,
Wow.
it's always time for Christmas. And I think that's a fair point.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's actually a very good point.
Yeah.
You live.
So I think I get a pass.
No, I agree. That's fine. Do you do any like cookie decorating or any of like volunteer work stuff?
Yeah.
I like decorating cookies. Yeah, there's a lot of volunteer opportunities on campus too. I always see like the my mind's blanking. The
Salvation
Salvation
Army,
Army.
bell
There we
ringing.
go. Bell ringing.
I know
see
a
them all the
lot of
time.
student organizations do that one, which I think is really great. But I feel like I've just been seeing Christmas stuff though since November.
Oh yeah,
beginning of
they
November.
put Christmas stuff out like Halloween, especially like the stores, because people like to buy that stuff early. But like Hobby Lobby, like craft stores where like people buy like hardcore decorations and stuff, they like go all out like at Halloween. There's already Christmas decorations out. Like that's a little extra to have all the decorations, but
Right. But I feel like even in college it's a little bit harder to get into the Christmas spirit just because you don't really decorate as much as you do
Yeah.
when you would be at home or something like that.
yeah, especially if you're in the dorms, because it's like
Ugh.
a cube, and how are you supposed to decorate a cube? Like it's very hard. You can't get a tree. I mean,
You
you
can get the
can. You
little
can get the little fake ones,
fake
but like,
ones,
where do
yeah.
you put it?
There's
I put mine out my
You
freshman year.
don't
I
have
put
a lot
mine
of
on top
room.
of my fridge, but
Okay, but if
Okay.
your fridge is under your bed, there's no room on
you just got to get a small little fake one.
Yeah, I just put a fake little tree in my room.
Just take like a Charlie Brown tree almost. It's
Yeah.
just a one red bulb dripping.
Yeah.
I wonder, do they actually sell Charlie Brown trees? I feel like
They
Oh,
do.
probably.
Walmart has them.
Yeah.
really?
The
They
little
for sure would.
peanuts
Mm-hmm.
thing with
Aw.
Woodstock sitting and then just
That's
the
cute.
bulb.
Oh, that's really.
Yeah, I
actually
went
really-
with my dad to get our Christmas tree this past weekend. It was very exciting. Not many people. We're the only people in our family that still got a real tree. So it's like,
And that's like, I feel you have to get if you have like a car and like able bodies, it's like sacrilege to just
it
get a
smells
fake.
so good.
It smells so good.
Yeah, and like it's just the experience of like cutting it down, taking it back,
Yeah,
decorating it. It's so
decorating
fun.
it.
Except
Lights.
I read this book as a child about this family of Christmas trees, and the one grandfather tree would see all of his kids get chopped. So it kind of ruined it for me. So I'm not as into it.
Oh
but,
my gosh.
But no, I think real Christmas trees should make a comeback
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, people are too into the like weird colored ones. Like people get like what
dye
like
ones?
yeah, like they buy the fake ones and they're like white or like blue or like whatever colors. So they're not even green like normal Christmas trees. So that's kind of sad.
To each their own, I guess.
But,
People like
yeah.
to put their little. Have you seen the upside down Christmas trees?
Yeah, those are weird.
Those ones. I mean, they're different.
Yeah.
Like I said, to each their own. how
People
you wanna
like to be
celebrate.
extra.
Yeah.
All
You know
right.
what? 2017.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
it's all
how
about.
that's how it goes. All right, well, that's all we have for you today. See you next time on Afternoon Delight.